is 1, right? If the password that you want to look for is in the dictionary, that it is 1. Then the average number of hash computations will be equal to the size of the dictionary. If the probability that the password is not in the dictionary, if probability password is in the dictionary is less than 1, then you have to do more computations, right?
Dr. May, can okay.
Let's say your dictionary has 2 to the power 20 passwords, right? 2 to 20 words. Divided by 1 is going to be 2 to the power 20, right? If you have 2 to the power 20 passwords, but the probability that the word is in the dictionary is say 1/4, 0.25. You know, probability can be always between 0 and 1, right? So if the maximum value of a probability is 1, which means the probability the password is in the dictionary. If it is 1, it is there. If it is less than 1, it may be there, it may not be there. It comes with a probability. So if that is the case, the number of computations we have to do will be greater than the size of the dictionary on average, because it's common sense. If it's not there, you have to search somewhere else and see if that is the password of the user. So all you are trying to measure is the average number of hash computations, which means you may be doing less than the size of the dictionary or greater than the size of the dictionary, depends on whether the word is there or not there. If it is not there, you have to do more than the size of the dictionary. Yes?
To find the password of any user, then you have to try one user at a time, right?
Of any user, you don't have to try one user at a time. As I said, all you have to do is pick every word in the dictionary, find the hash value and scan through the entire password file and see if there's any match. If there's a match, you have found the password. You don't worry about any particular user. All you have to do is, after you find the match, see what's the username and log in as that user.
And that's the hash value right there?
The number of hash computations. Right. So let's do this problem. So assume that the passwords are stored in a file that contains 2 to the power 20, 2 to the power 10 hash passwords. So I have a file that has, probably is right on this side. Can I erase this top portion? So I have a password file. So there are two things here, the password file and the dictionary. So the password file has how many passwords, the hash values of those passwords. It has 2 to the power 10 hash passwords. And an attacker has a dictionary that has 2 to the power 20 words. Okay? To do the cracking. So assume the probability that any given password will appear in the attacker's dictionary is a probability of 1/4, which means any particular password here in this password file, the probability that any password here is in the dictionary is 1/4. Okay, 0.25. Clear? So any password could be there in the dictionary, but with a probability of what? 0.25. Is that clear what I mean now by probability? You have password file with the hash value of every user password, and you have a dictionary that has to about 20 passwords, and the number of passwords you have is this, to the power 10. The probability that any password used by a user could be one among the words in the dictionary is 0.25. Okay? So now we want to compute the number of password hash computations need to be done by an attacker to determine the password of any user. Okay? And then determine the password of a particular user. And for that case, you have to go to specifics like how long is the password and things like that. So let's first do the A part, which is to find the password of any user, how many computations he has to do. Okay? And that is just given by that formula, right? The size of the dictionary is 2 to the power 20 divided by the probability that any password here, the password file, is in the dictionary. So it's 2 to the power 20 divided by, like what I did here, 2 to the power 20 divided by 1/4. And 1/4 is really what?
To do,
Multiply by 4, so it is 2 to the power 20 times 2 square, so it is 2 to the power 22. So these are this many hash computations on average someone has to do. Okay? Any question up to this point? So the first is very easy. So now you want to determine the password of a particular user, say the root. Okay, so we'll finish this problem. Assume the number of the passwords are 8 characters long and can be chosen from 128 characters symbol set. Okay, so each password here, so far I didn't tell you how long is the password and things like that, right? So each password here is 8 characters long. So each of these passwords is 8 characters long and are chosen from 128 character symbol set. Clear? So now we have to find two things. If the root's password is in the dictionary, right? So if the I said before what? There is a specific entry for the root, right? So this is the password you want to find. For the root, what is the password? Isn't it? This file has the passwords of all users, right? The hash value of all user passwords. And there's one entry for the root. And that is the password that you want to find, the hash value of that password, right? So again from fundamentals, one among this. So now we are considering two situations. The situation now we are looking at is if the root's password is in the dictionary. If the root's password is in the dictionary, how many hash computations will you have to do on average? In the worst case, you'll have to do 2 to the power 20 hash computations, right? Because once we know that it is one among these words, right? At the worst case, we'll have to try 2 to the power 20 words. We know that for sure it is one among these words. So at the worst case, you have to try 2 to the power 20. On average,
half of it.
half of 2 to the power 20, right? So that is going to be
2
2 to the 19.
to 19.
Right? On average, it's going to be 2 to the 20 divided by 2, that is 2 to the 19. So if the user's password is in the dictionary, the average number of computations you will have to do is 2 to the power 19. What you have to do is find the second case, if the user's password is not in the dictionary, how many computations you have to do. For that you have to go to the symbol set. Right? If the user's password is not in the dictionary, you have to try a brute force approach. The brute force approach will require you to find out everything possible from the symbol set.
Right.
From the symbol set, how many possible passwords you can have? You have 128 character symbol set, 8 character passwords, right?
is it 8 to 128?
8 characters.
8 characters chosen from 128 symbol sets.
Right.
So this,
8 to-
so this is what you should not get confused. Is it this or this?
It's the first one.
It's the no, it's the second one.
first one.
It's the first one.
Right. Like always compare it to the binary. If you
Okay.
want to find form 5-bit sequence of, it's 2 to the 5. Okay? So which means this is the number of, again, worst case. You have to try all possible combinations of 8 characters, 128 characters, right? So let's solve this. This is again the worst case. In the worst case, you will have to try computing the hash value of this many passwords. And again try to transform this to binary. 128 is 2 raised to 7. and this is 2 raised to 7 raised to 8, so 2 raised to 56. This is the worst case. On average, how many passwords you have to try? Half of this again, right? So on average, it's again half of this 2 to the 56 on average, that is 2 to the power 55. So what we have found out now, if the roots password is in the dictionary, we have to do on average 2 to the power 19 hash computations. If the roots password is not in the dictionary, on average you will have to do 2 to the power 55 computations. So what you have to find is what? You are given a probability that the roots password is in the dictionary of what? 1/4. Right? So one more last step and then we complete. So what we found out is the probability, the number of hash computations you will have to do if the roots password is in the dictionary. The number of hash computations on average you will have to do if your roots password is not in the dictionary. You are given now a probability for each of them, right? The probability that the roots password is in the dictionary is what? 1/4. So this 1/4 times 2 to the power 19 plus if 1/4 is the probability that the user password is in the dictionary, then the probability that his password is not in the dictionary is 3/4. So it's basically this 1/4 times 2 to the power 19 plus 3/4 times 2 to the power 55. And that's what I've simplified there, so you can go through that.
What is that again?
1/4 is the probability that his password is in the dictionary, right? And the number of hash computations you have to do is 2 to the power 19. And 3/4 is the probability that his password is not in the dictionary. If that is the case, we found out how many computations he has to do on average, 2 to the power 55. Okay, so since it is a probability that any one of these two can happen, could be there, this is 1/4 and 3/4, you have to do a weighted average basically. Okay, so 1/4 times this 2 to the 19 plus 3/4 times 2 to the power 55. So I believe you can go through that math quite easily. And even if you see here, which is more dominating?
The one without the dictionary.
The one without the dictionary, right? You see 2 to the power 19 and 2 to the power 55. Just from again math point of view, if you add, this is like adding the very large number, a very small number, right? Compared to this. So this term is dominating. So you can simply say this is the answer. That's what I have written there. But we'll do the math a little bit. It's not very complicated. But go through it and see. It should be straightforward. Okay, and we'll continue it next class.